King news, my lovely, wonderful people. Not be smart in that they happen. So the matter is really serious. Our very own brother Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu says, you know, Nadeco imposters plot to discredit his victory. That these are not the real people; they are imposters. They are trying to, stand against the victory and discredit it to make it look like it does not worth anything. Now, this is one of the first time, one of the very, very first time where there is an election, somebody won, and the energy is kind of weak. It's not as high as you will want to see it. Some people would have wanted more, if really in 2015 you saw how it went. The crowd and the joy on the street thinking that Muhammadu Buhari was some messiah. But guess what? It did not quite turn so. We discovered that the one is better than the one you think you are going to know, and so many things have happened up until now. Now, Tinubu is accusing Nadeco imposters of trying to discredit his victory. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The special advisor on media to the president-elect, Dele Alike, has raised the alarm over plans by a United States-based Nigerian, Lloyd Oko, to discredit the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu on February 25th, 2023 presidential election. In a statement on Thursday, Aloko said Uko, who claimed to be an executive director of the National Democratic Coalition, plans to organize a press conference allegedly intended to disparage and cause differing fractions on the credibility of the presidential polls. According to him, Uko is an imposter on winking on suspected Nigerians in diaspora, bringing them up and trying to cause an uproar, an international community to fixture in his agenda is hereby brought to the attention of the public on behalf of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. He's doing this to credit the Labour Party presidential candidate so that he can score some points, as he has started with the propaganda that the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, won the election. He came in distant third, and yet some persons are trying to make it look like he won the election. We are therefore sending out a strange, urgent call to all Nigerians in diaspora not to listen to this imposter who wants to discredit our dear president-elect. The result of the election has been called. Our presidential candidate, Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, won the election with a good number as projected by INEC, the registered and recognized body for elections in Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi, he's trying to fight for, came in distant third. He scored a good number. Peter Obi is loved by Nigerians, no doubt. He shouldn't have gotten that number, but indeed the love of Nigerians showed that indeed he's loved. However, he has not gained the public acceptance like Mr. Oko wants people to believe, that Peter Obi came from nowhere to become president. There are processes in place in Nigeria, and we want them all to understand that Peter Obi cannot come from anywhere to become president. Wow. That is our very own brother, Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, one of his aide, and Aloko, he's saying that the United States-based Nigeria Lloyd, who is an executive of this very group, is trying to organize a conference to discredit our very own brother Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, according to him, who won the election. And he's saying, they don't accept this, and that he's making Nigerians to be aware that they are trying to discredit or disrepute and make it look like, Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu did not win. That he's raising an alarm so everybody can know that this guy is trying to incite Nigerians in diaspora against the president-elect. Well, we know distance time, all will be revealed. What do we mean by that? The Beavers has been granted, court has granted, presidential candidate who intend to, examine the Beavers to go ahead and do that. That is where all the real information about who won and who did not win are stored. Okay, and the word he said that how can Peter Obi suddenly become president, that there are processes in place. Well, we don't. If Nigerians feel that you are the one to lead them, you cannot dispute. Okay, you cannot tell Nigerians who to vote for and who not to vote for. If they feel this is the man we want to rule us at this point in time, you cannot decide and say he's not qualified. That's the point I'm trying to make. And so when politicians fight, what we do is that we make sure that we are on the right path. Okay, what do we want as a nation? An election is for the majority carries the vote. That's why it's called a democratic setting, where those who have won the election will be in the interest of the general, the most populated area that chose such an individual to rule at that point in time. So Tinubu's aides are raising alarm that there is a silent plot to disregard Tinubu's success. According to him, he said Tinubu, has he won, and like INEC announced it, today is the president-elect. However, the very victory has not been accepted by two political parties. We know that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and our very own brother Peter Obi have not accepted the very result, and it says, we are going to court. We are going to court to iron it out because we felt or we feel we won this election instead of you. So those discrepancies are still there, very much there, and we're waiting to see what the court pronouncement will be in terms of who really won the election. So we'll be patient, like really patient, and see how things go from here. Remember that every time we neglect the opportunity, for us to get the real deal, then we leave ourselves to chance. It is a matter of urgent attention, and every single person has got an opportunity to contribute meaningfully so that we can truly get this nation out of the hands of those who may want to put her in jeopardy. It is important that we do that together. Okay, it's not a job for some people. It is the job for every single one of us. Bye for now.